My name is Frédéric. I'm 57 years old. Not specifically about music. I would like to achieve something great. What can I do? Okay, I have a job, I have kids, I have a normal life. What can I do that pleases me to achieve, really to achieve? One day I remember we were on the beach with my girlfriend and we saw a guy who playing just guitar. And my girlfriend said, it's a pity you can't bring the piano right here because I'm playing piano also, I'm a drummer also, or your drum, but it's very nice. She said, why don't you learn to play some chords in guitars? I said, oh yeah, good idea. And reflection, action, I take my phone, I put on Facebook, say, if anybody knows or a good guitar teachers, you can recommend me someone. Couple of minutes just after I send my message, a friend of me said, oh, why don't you ask to Quentin?
I'm Quentin Roland. I'm a guitarist, producer, mixer, and in some situation like the project that we realized, I'm musical director. I basically be a teacher in this private school in Belgium called La Boîte à Zik. I met Frédéric there because he was one of my students. I remember like when he came the first time, I did understand straight away that he was someone very confident, that he know what he's doing. He know his goal, he know why he's here. He's confident about what's the process that I have to do for make my sound better, and in that case it was the guitar.
But I'm not a guitarist. I finalized that kind of courses because I understood that it will drop me nowhere. And one day comes the fact that I say I would like to write one song. The goal is just, may I be able to write a song without a mistake. That's it. And then I starting to take some notes, trying some stuff on piano. Notes, piano. And one day I say, okay, I have a lot of materials at this moment. So I would like to do something with my music. And I say, Frédéric, the challenge, you will record a song on Abbey Road. The real challenge is to meet the right person. I try for so long to meet people to join me on the project by paying, but I don't find any people who want to be in the same boat as me with my project.
Belgium is a very small country and Belgium is a very hard place for the music. So when I say didn't understand it, he did understand. He just didn't think that the process was that easy. For him it was something, totally different. Here in London is something that we do all the time.
Quentin told me about that because I'm always afraid of what I'm experiencing in Belgium and in France too. The guy said yes, but no, but who are you? But I would like to delegate everything to try to make some of my songs great. I said, but I know a lot of people here. Yes, of course, and I'm producer also, I'm trying to produce some stuff. Do you want me to organize something in London for you? I say, Quentin, do it. Quentin initiated me to the London mentality related to the musician. And that's why I say those guys are courageous because I want to play, I'm a musician, I'm playing. And I take the risk because, having my name sticky to an artist who is a sucker or whatever, it's always dangerous, but they do it.
I think it's just related to the culture as well. If you just go back in the history, everyone knows that British band and British music is a great percentage of music in the world. And it's the power of this city and in this country that just when you reunite all this culture together, there is a great vibe. As much that we all know that everyone likes French accent when we speak, be able to basically understand everything that he says and the words that he used is the good word, that the grammar and stuff like that is very well. So that's where Izzy comes into the project. She's an amazing vocal coach and everything, but she's also an amazing singer and professional full-time singer herself.
I'm Izzy Thomas and I'm recording vocals. So helping Frédéric develop his vocals is great for me because I love working with people of all levels. The truth is anyone can sing. It's just down to the training and how much training you have. If you listen to early recordings of Ed Sheeran, he sounds like interesting. Lots of love for Ed Sheeran. He actually admitted it himself. Ed Sheeran went on, I think it was the Jonathan Ross show, and he played the audience like a really old phone clip of him singing, and he was like, ah! But that was him years ago. And now, obviously, he's amazing. The truth is that anyone can sing, it's just having the right training. That's what I like to give.
After a few months, we are 3 people, and then we, of course, call the musician. We plan everything for the rehearsal.
The first hour being in Pirate Studios, myself and the band and the producer Quentin, we all know each other. This was the first time that Frederick was properly meeting everyone. I didn't know whether he was going to be quite shy and reserved. I didn't even know whether he was going to sing, because, you know, like it's understandable. If this is something that you're quite new to, you might have stage fright and whatnot, but he just threw himself in there, got along with everyone, listened to what people had to say, and just was really positive.
I think the outro on the piano is just too long. We just maybe need to cut that.
We had a very, very long rehearsal just going through all of the songs. I think it's like 9 or 10 songs. And I think it was his first like proper rehearsal with a full band. If it was me, I remember like my first band rehearsal, I could barely sing, but Frederick just went straight into it, just dived in the deep end. And he's extremely positive. So admirable for someone that hasn't been singing for that long, you know? He's just dived straight in.
The only French song on the album. Allez, être une basette in English. I can translate it as to be or not to be. We can imagine a lot of stories surrounding this. And this is the song is talking about. Do we have to do some stuff, or maybe we missed some action? The challenge was to create a group, and Quentin trusts me. The musician trusts Quentin. I'm proud in a certain way to say, yeah, this is a pro. They play my music. They don't laughing at my music, but yeah, they play it and they give some idea. They modify some stuff. It's okay.
You know, even before to meeting me, he was already a musician and a great songwriter for this recording. I just help him not to become a better musician, because he already is, just to have a better experience, because he didn't have that experience, because of course he's not a full-time musician. So there is like some stuff that needed to be understand, which I needed to explain to him, to be like, look, there is this stuff that needs to be done like that, we do like that. And for him, it was like a process as well to learn how to be in the body of someone that do that every day, every single day, every hours for living, you know.
We have a song which is called It's Always the Same. It's about the guys who you run after a girl. We have some girls, and you try to answer these girls and then get the girls, but it doesn't work just because the girl doesn't want you. That's the song. It's always the same.
So it sounds like a love song about you're heartbroken.
Not really heartbroken. A guy who never give up. He say, see, this is what I want. This is okay. I'm achieving a lot of stuff to reach and me, and then finally he become a superstar. And the end of the story is that everybody running after him. Also the girls who say, I won't like you. You know what he say. When you're nobody wants you. When you are a superstar, everybody wants to be with you. That's the other part of the song, and the song finished like this. That's always the same. Okay, that song that make me emotionally it's very hard. At a certain moment, when you want to defend a cause, some verse is about stuff. The first one it's about color. Look at the blue, green and yellow too. Why one color is better than one? But of course, there is The next sentence is very important today. Look at the black, look at the white too. Okay, I'm starting with color, and that is the same verse after verse. Do I have to choose one? No. Okay, it's general, it's generic, but that's all life matter.
Me and Quentin worked together on my music. Quentin's a wicked guitarist and producer, and he actually produced my last single. Eduardo is a wicked rock drummer. Just met him on the scene, going to jam nights and things like that. Lauren is one of Quentin's best friends, and he's becoming mine as well because he's just so lovely and he's absolutely hilarious. Enrico is really sweet as well, absolute gentleman. When he sees me struggling with my bags, he always gets my bags. They're all awesome, and I think that's what makes it special. It's not just like we're put together, we're all friends, and it's great to share an experience like Abbey Road.
But today we are at Abbey Road, London, to make my project come through. That's why we are here. Yeah, Abbey Road Studios. Sometimes you see a movie on television or you see a footage of a famous band or whatever, and you see this on television. And today I'm just in the same place.
We've been working a lot before as well to learn all the songs from Frédéric, and not only being the keyboard player on the songs is a great thing, but also being able to do that in Abbey Road is fantastic. I know that Frédéric puts a lot of effort and a lot of love in this project, and we have an amazing chemistry with the band. We've been playing before together. The chemistry makes the magic in this project. The thing is, you arrive in Abbey Road, as soon as you step in the studio, you're just like, all right, let's do this. It's so exciting, so great to be here. I wish, seriously, I will be here every day. Such a great place to work.
The stress was to make sure that we have 9 songs in the box. It's a bit of a challenge because you know that you have only 2 days, that the guy comes from another country, you don't have more time than 2 days for do that. Everyone around me will say, oh yeah, we're gonna do an album, how much song? 9, oh amazing, how many days? 2, it's like, oh.
Au suivant, it's a song written by Jacques Brel, famous Belgian singer also. As I love Ace of Spades of Motorhead. And I said, what I have to change to make both part working. And I said, I just want to have a challenge. I will try to put all the words with nothing to change into the musical part of Motorhead and without changing anything. And at the end, I say at 99%, I achieved this because I just changed at the very, very, very end. And all the exercise was an intellectual exercise to put the words at the right place to keep the sense. 100% of it. I love this song. And I remember he came home and said, look at this famous song. It's very nice. It's a song movie, extract from a movie. And I don't know. I always love this song because it's a blues. It's very easy song. It talks about stuff I love. Okay, you can come from anything and be what you are today. And he said, I know that inside feeling about Benson. You have a Benson or blues. You remember where you come from. And I know that inside you have that kind of blues inside. And just like me, maybe tomorrow I will be a superstar traveling the world and etc. But I know, I will remember I come from blah blah. That's about that.
We just finished recording an album. It's a couple of emotions going on. I think the more you hear, the more you kind of embrace everything that this place has. I think it resonates and sings and shines by itself. But I'm feeling, grateful for having had the opportunity to come down here and lay down some backbeats. It's been a lot of work. I've always believed that work pays back. Yeah, everyone here did a great job preparing the sessions before, and it's been smashing. I think it's been successful.
Sometimes I thought about my brother when we was young because he's also loved Pierre Absat, and sometimes we try to sing. I remember singing in the garden. It was completely awful, but we have fun. That makes sometimes the difference. They always know that I'm attracted by music and by instrument and so on. Then the family is was a bit astonished. Say you are completely crazy, but we know that. Also, my little daughter, she was very impressed. She said, "Yeah, papa." Rock and roll, papa.
Wow.
Elle est content?
Comme ça, non?
Non plus? Non, parce qu'elle est habituée avec son papa qui en a 2 fois plus.
Ouais. Okay, let's do it, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
She said, I would like to hear what you say. And sometimes I go to the piano close to my daughter and we play like this. We have piano at home, we have drum in the living room also. Because she tried to play a lot of instruments and we say, okay, play. I will not say, don't play bad, no, play. Just be confident with the instrument. Even if it's not good or it's not right, I don't care. Just make the instrument the following of your fingers. In French, we say un prolongement de soi-même. And just be very confident with the instrument anyway. And after that, you can learn how to play it better. But she only said, talking about my close family, which where I live, and I always telling her, and I say, yes, but nobody do it like this. Yeah, it's not because nobody do it like this that I don't have to do it like this. If it plays to me, if it makes me feel better, why not? If it doesn't change the life at home, you don't have to eat spaghetti for the 2 next years and blah blah. What's the problem, And she said, yeah, do it, but do it. Okay, yeah, do it and believe on it, but do it. That's a good sponsoring. I can say that like this to say that your family support you or accept what you do. XC songs about my girl, my first girl, 27 years. Yeah, she experienced a very bad situation in South Africa at the beginning of COVID. She has been left by his husband. Yeah, it was very, very tremendous, very, very complicated. And at the beginning, I said, okay, I will write. It's quite difficult to always talk. Then I will try to write a song about it. And I started writing a song, and I tell her, okay, it's difficult today, but don't forget that I'm writing a song what's happened today. One day we will talk about it.
When you reach 80 years old,
Yeah.
do you think you'll still be making albums?
If my fingers could continue to move, yeah, just the same way you continue to speak to your children or to your friends and make some stuff. For me, yeah, I hope so. I hope, and till the end, it's special to say that. I sleep well, we talk about it. The guys who's living in a very nice place, but in the same way you have homeless guys, some misery, etc. So there's a song about that. And to help describe the opposition of those situations, the verse is in English and the chorus is in French. Just to... I discovered that sometimes, I would say, civilization, all the world that's surrounding us and drive us, ask you a lot of stuff, and also at the same time the opposite. They ask me to be rich, to treat me as a creep. They want you to be rich, and if you see all the movie or the series on television, the reality show and blah blah. Yeah, be rich, be nice, be blah 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 blah. And in the same way, when you are rich, in the same journal, on the same paper, you can read, oh, what the fuck, you know what? He's an ugly guy just because he has money. To make it short, to make the long story short, you know that this song is about that. What we are expecting from us and the opposite. Le premier jour du reste de ta vie, that means every day could be the first day of the rest of your life. Yeah, it's also true. You can die tomorrow, but today could be also the first day of something. Yeah? And you just have to create the stuff.
For me, the most important thing is, and this is a big promise I made to myself, is whatever I do musically, I always want to enjoy what I do. And I want to be surrounded with people that have that same mentality. And basically, you're always guaranteed to create magic in that environment. That's my main ambition. You know, that's why I'm a musician.
May I say, to make a citation, it's a kind of magic. I finally found a way to express myself. And I think, I have an anecdote on that. I'm reading Facebook this morning, and I'm on certain groups, musical groups and so on, and a guy's asking a question: at which moment will I be too old to start creation or have an artistic life? And of course, it's speaking to me very deeply. And then I answer it and say, you know, I'm 57. I'm starting to write the first lyrics and song of an album that I'm today recorded at Abbey Road, London. There is no age. I think I always want to do that kind of stuff. Yes, we can say, what the fuck? Why isn't it happened to me earlier? Why? That's a real question. I don't have a lot of time to. Most of my life is behind me, but that doesn't mean that the rest of my life should be boring or empty or just looking at an old man. I say, be crazy till the end, and that's my philosophy today. And count on me to push it as far as we can.